What's that? Can you DALU?
Oi! I got you DALU free, boy.
Yeah.
Roll.
DALU len yan man na len.
You're enjoy it.
Man na len surf. Na len surf.
So right now we're at a different location, as you can see.
Yeah. Beautiful location.
Beautiful location.
We are by the host.
Yeah.
Big brother Ali.
Man like.
My God.
You know.
Man like.
We even got the peanuts. Okay.
Hey, my cashews gonna have my peanuts. Get it right. Cashews are legit.
Yeah, nut is nuts.
Nothing nuts. No. Cashew is boy. Cashew is
Only
something
nut
else.
is nuts.
Nutty is nutty. So what's the topic? What are you talking about? Gossip.
Coronavirus. Yeah, we talk about gossip.
No, you messaged me one day saying you wanted to talk about gossip.
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know if what people that talk too much.
You messaged me something about that.
But that's the thing. I think gossip. You can talk about it all day because it's just not gonna stop.
For me, it's also two things.
Okay, go on.
I don't understand why people gossip.
Yeah.
And two, I don't understand how people get affected by gossip. If you know the gossip ain't true, it ain't true.
So why should it affect you?
Why you say affect you? Why do you even retaliate to it? Why do you even show it attention? Because then that just adds fuel to the fire, innit?
True.
So for me, I've always been the type of person that you can talk your talk.
Yeah.
But I know what's true and I know what's not. If it ain't true, I'm not going to show it no mind.
That's a difficult one though.
But it depends on who it comes from, innit?
True. But that's the thing, like if you say you don't defend it, don't show it no mind, you know some of these ignorant people, these small-minded people are gonna be like, oh, he's not defending it because it's true. You know ones, they'll be like, oh, that's the reason why he's not talking back because he knows it's true, that's why he's not defending himself. You know, that's them. I'm talking about small-minded people.
Yeah.
Wise people who's like, good, don't respond to it. Like let it be. Let them talk their talk. But obviously the small-minded would be like, oh, why are you not responding? Like, are you just gonna let them talk about you like that? You know them ones.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I feel like it's a difficult situation.
But that's why I said that's where it comes in part of who it comes from.
Yeah, who it comes from. Yeah.
Like for me, the only people that will affect me
Yeah.
by words is people that I care about,
Yeah.
or people who have some kind of significant meaning in my life.
In your life, okay.
But if I don't care about you, if I don't know, if we're not friends, if we're not there, about whatever,
But see,
it's just
you
like
saying that though, I feel like if people are really close to you, they should come to you and
that's why I said.
Yeah, they will ask you.
But that's why I said that's where it will affect me.
Yeah.
Because if you are really close to me and this and that, and you decide to say something publicly instead of coming to
To
me
me,
or talk
that's
to
a
other
problem,
people,
bro. That's a problem.
That's when I will retaliate and actually have a conversation
with
pull
you,
you up
yeah.
on it. But if you're someone who just like talk shit and I don't know you, or we're not really close like that, and you're just saying whatever, for me it's empty words, man.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's empty words. I really don't care.
Yeah.
But for what I don't understand is, what do you benefit from talking something bad about somebody else who has done nothing to you? It don't make sense to me, Musa.
Cool, boredom. That's all it is. People are bored, bruv. So they don't have nothing to talk about. So it's like, they'll call you and be like, man, I heard this one. 5 minutes later, someone else. Yeah, and the best thing about it with gossip, yeah, the story gets even better. It's better than the movies. I'm telling you, boy. From the beginning to the end, once it's passed on from A to Z, you're like, hey, this is a movie.
No, it's crazy, you know.
And imagine that's what I say. The bigger the lie, the more they believe. Boy, simple.
No, that's actually very true. We're living in a society nowadays where the truth, where the lies are more entertaining than the truth.
Yeah, because the truth will be like, that can't be true. It's too boring.
The truth is boring.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too straightforward.
But that's why nowadays it's very hard to be honest. It's very hard to be honest because people are more likely to believe the lie than the truth. You tell them the truth, they'll be like, no, that must be a lie. You tell them a lie, oh, it makes sense.
It makes sense. It's the truth.
That's why girls, even when you're dating, when you're trying to meet girls, yeah, if you was to tell them, tell them honestly, like, I like you, I dig you, I don't feel like building a future with you. You're just saying that to get into my pants. Alright, cool. And now if I lie to you and tell you, you know what, I just want to sleep with you and let it be, then you'd be like, oh, see, now that makes sense. I knew you was one of them.
Facts. Big man thing.
You can't be honest with these girls.
No.
If you're honest with them, tell them truthfully, nah, I'm not like that. This and this, and they're like, nah,
that can't be. Or if you go to him, yeah, my body count is I've only slept with like 5 people, and you're in your 20s, they'll be like, no way, that's a lie.
But if you tell them something outrageous, like I slept with like 25 girls,
I'm like,
yeah,
it
makes sense.
Makes sense. It's
all
like, why?
All you girls are the same.
It's
all
why?
You guys are the same. I'm just like, well, but see now, why? But that's what I'm saying. And people are now more willing to lie than tell the truth because they know that people are not gonna believe the truth.
Nah, dead.
So now you just sugarcoat.
I'd rather tell you the truth and it hurts you bad than lie to you and make you feel.
At the end of the day, for me, I'm gonna tell you the truth whether you believe it or not. Because if you don't believe it, whether if you believe it, I cool. You know?
Yeah.
But if you don't believe it, I cool.
That's on you.
Either way,
that's on you.
I'm not gonna lie to you just to satisfy you. I don't say things to satisfy people.
And the problem that females think guys gossip more than them. No. Us guys, we talk about certain things. Yeah. We talk about body count. How much we be tapping.
Well. But the thing is,
we don't talk about like when it comes to people's business, you know what I mean? When it comes to like, oh, this person did this and that, but we don't care. We don't really talk about that.
Nah, not really.
We're more like, oh man, I met this girl, you know, she's fire, you know what I mean?
We usually talk about our own situation.
Yeah.
But one guys gossip, a lot of the time, most guys, they what we do is exaggerate.
Oh yeah, woo! I met this chick. This is what I did to her, bruv. I did. Ooh, they did nothing.
Telling me, man, I took her 5 rounds, and these times you didn't even get past 5 minutes. You know, when guys gossip, that's the problem with guys gossip.
We extend it.
They exaggerate.
Yeah,
you know?
we over
deliver.
You know,
over deliver. This and this. That's when guys gossip. That's usually what they do.
Yeah.
But when girls gossip, they talk about other people's business.
That's it.
But no, when guys gossip, we talk about our own business. Yeah. Well, you might add some maggi, some jimbo.
Make
it more tasteable, more eatable. You know.
Yeah.
But I won't talk about anybody else's situation.
That's not a problem.
It's not my business. I don't care.
You know.
And the bottom line is, I don't care. It's not my situation. But to be able to talk about somebody else's situation is what don't make sense to me.
And with gossip, one thing but like I said, boredom and people that have a lot of time on their hands, bruv. Because I've met some people that can talk on the phone for 2 hours about nothing. I'm just like, whoa. How are you doing this? How are you talking on the phone for 2 hours straight about nothing? That's too much gossip, bruv. If you could talk on the phone for 2 hours and then when you're done with a conversation, your partner or something asks you like, what were you talking about? Oh, nothing.
Ain't got time for that. Me personally, I don't even like talking on the phone.
I hate conversation when they're like, I heard. No, don't do that to me. I heard. No. Did you see? Don't start here with I heard. No, I heard so and so said so and they heard it from this above. Stop. I don't want to hear no more.
For me, if you bring gossip to me and I wasn't involved, I'm gonna tell you straight from the gut. I'm not involved. It has nothing to do with me. I was not there. I was not sure.
No, but
even when somebody asks me about somebody else,
no, they'll go. But listen, just listen. That's what they'll say to you. But just listen to what I have to say.
Well, the thing is that, like with gossip, right?
Yeah.
It is carried by the haters.
That's it. Yeah.
And not only that, after that, it is also like spread by
haters, bigger haters,
idiots.
True.
Accepted by fools. I mean, that's how I see it. Because I ain't got time for that.
No. Why?
I ain't got time for that.
That's a waste of energy.
They're all low ass people
that have too much time on their hands, and they're bored. They have nothing to do.
No, it's just, it don't make no sense to me, man. I can never be one of them people because for me, it's just like, listen, you know what it comes down to for me. The bottom line is, I don't want the stress. Somebody coming to me and be like, I heard you said this.
Yeah.
For me, I don't want that stress, so I just remove myself from the equation.
Simple.
Somebody tells me something, I'm listening. Cool. I heard. I'm gonna keep it there.
And sometimes, but the simplest thing is common sense. Like if me and Alu had a conversation, and he's telling me something, I should be having the knowledge to know he only wants my ears to hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you should have certain common sense and knowledge to know that what you're telling me is only for my ears.
You know the funny thing.
You know what I mean? But some females don't understand that. When you have a conversation, 5 minutes later, someone else messages you. I heard. You're like, wow.
But you know what the funny thing is about this? Is with females, they feel like I could tell my best friend. Alright, cool. Tell your best friend, but your best friend also has somebody they consider a best friend, and that person has somebody else they consider a best friend.
And all of a sudden he was like, best friend passing to best friends.
I just told this person, because she can keep a secret. Okay, but she has somebody else who feels the same way. I can tell this person because she can keep a secret. All of a sudden, everybody can keep secrets. But nobody's keeping the secret.
Nah.
But that is the problem. When I say I only want you to hear it, I only want you to hear it.
But sometimes, if
you don't need to say it.
Thank you. I shouldn't have to say to you, Alu, what I'm saying right now is only for your ears. I think you should have the knowledge enough to know that what I'm saying.
But most of common sense is not common.
No, but obviously you gotta know who you're talking to as well, though. Is it not true? You have to know who you're talking to.
And that's the thing I know. I know people who I talk to. When I talk to some people, I'm just like, I know what I'm gonna say to you and what not to say.
Thank you very much.
I know your mouth.
That's it. And when some people go, "Oh, how come you didn't tell me?"
I know why I didn't tell you.
I know why I didn't tell you. Your mouth can run, boy.
You have verbal diarrhea.
Verbal diarrhea.
And your common sense is not common.
It's lost, but it's not found.
No, it's true. A common sense is not common.
Like you said in it, it's passed on from idiots to fools. Simple
common
as.
Sense is not common.
Nah.
You should have actually turned the camera this way so we can actually see if the.
It is getting darker.
Yeah.
Do it.
Me, I'm comfortable, bro.
Bruv, come on, man. You're the closest one.
Taking
me and Ali are fat.
Taking me out of my
We are fat. We are not giving up.
Even my legs are stiff. They need to wake up. Machine. Yeah, you see?
Go on, adjust it.
Technology. Hey.
Hey, son, all of a sudden hair happening. we are going from dark skin to light skin again. Very nice, very nice.
Whoa.
Come take a seat.
Check. Nah, man, gossip is something else, man. Gossip is serious.
But
gossip is what runs social.
Ali, let's be honest, man.
Let's be honest.
Our African females, boy. What is this? Watali, boy. The talks.
Gambian females.
How come it spreads so fast?
Bored.
No, do you know for me the one I hate
Not
the most?
boredom.
No.
I think that actually.
What is it?
In our community, it is mainly because of the jealousy.
Big word.
Big word.
That is actually.
So you think gossip stems from jealousy, yeah?
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, of course it is.
One of the key points.
But that's the seed.
Yeah.
That's the seed.
It is jealousy because a nigga will be seeing you doing better, and all of a sudden they be talking a whole lot of shit about you. Due to what? Because they ain't doing better themselves.
That's it. And all of a sudden they be like, I love you, though. You're my boy. I love you, man.
But what's happening behind that love you?
Are you loyal?
Exactly.
You're not loyal. See? It stems off from the conversation we had earlier. That's not loyalty. You might love me, but that's snakish. You know what I mean?
They don't want to see you.
You don't see you win. You know what I mean? And Ali, it's true. And jealousy is a big part of it, man.
It is.
You know what it is with our community as well? It's also because I feel like a lot of the Gambian girls in our community have their own insecurities. So it's like, for example, if you was to date out of our own culture, they'll kind of see it like, okay, what's
wrong with us?
What's wrong with the Gambian girls?
Honestly, I've got that question because obviously I've never dated a black girl before. And all of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, you don't like black girls?" I'm like, "Whoa!"
Everything is competition.
Whoa!
That's the thing.
When did they come out of my mouth?
Because everything is competition.
But why?
With Gambian girls, I don't get it. Why is everything competition? They compare their own relationships, their own marriages to other people's marriages, other people's relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it don't make sense. Compare their guys to other people's guys. You know what I'm saying? It's all competition and jealousy, and it don't make sense. Oh, my guy does this for me. Your guy doesn't do this for you. Listen to that. It don't make no sense.
But are they the same person?
No.
So why does what does that make? Where's the sense in that? My guy does this for me, but your guy doesn't do this for you. But are you the same person? Are you the same person? The needs that you want, Aliu, I might not want it.
That's true.
So does that mean our wives have to be the same then?
No.
So where's the sense in that?
There's no sense.
Where's the sense in that?
It's nonsense.
And the one for me I hate the most is when they're talking about other people's relationships, but I hate that one.
No, but they do that a lot.
Bruv, say someone's got a nice marriage, yeah? Like Ali said, when the jealousy kicks in and people are seeing that the marriage is good, hey! Trouble. No, but it's the thing, as long as you and your wife have a good communication and understand each other, it never matters what people say outside.
That's true.
You guys are good.
Yeah.
You guys are good.
No, because people always want to talk. And
you guys are good.
And the thing our community is great at doing is smiling in your face.
Oh, yeah.
And talking shit behind your back.
Oh, yeah.
They're great at that.
Two-face.
Great.
Two-face.
That's not a two-face.
Triple face. What is it? Fork fist.
Keep
on going there.
No, Musa, they are great at that.
And you said there's not two fists there.
No, they are great at that.
That's triple fist, four fists.
They are great at that.
Huh?
Great at that. Great at it. Great at smiling in your face
and talking behind your back. You know. You're like, oh, cool. How are you doing? You're very nice. Yeah, long time. Yeah. 5 minutes later, your name is ruined. They're just digging deep into the ground.
Skipping between ears. This and this. Da da da. Da da da.
Da, da, da. I saw him there. I saw him where. Blah blah blah. He was doing this.
But the one I've definitely seen is just, and I think it's just not even just Gambian girls, just African girls in general.
What?
When they see an African guy with a white girl or something like that.
Yeah, they don't like it.
They don't like that.
No, not even close.
They really feel like...
I noticed that with my ex. Woo! See, my one wasn't even white. My one come from Afghanistan.
See, mine was white.
I got eyes,
but mine was white.
I got eyes, though. No, mine was worse.
Your one was...
Because my one is not only my people, it's her people as well.
Yeah, I'll go from both sides.
Hey! And that's it. If you're not mentally strong, you're done out here. You're gonna take that stuff to heart.
It's true.
See, I used to think that people were looking at me because I'm a celebrity. I'm not gonna lie. When they used to stare at us, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be like this.
No, but you know what?
Smiling.
But then did you then realize how many people, when you came out of it, didn't realize that you actually have nothing against black girls? Because for me, from when I came out of my relationship, and obviously people saw me in my new situation, they kind of had the feeling like, oh, I didn't know you like black girls. Yeah,
that's I've got people come up to me and say, like, do you not like black girls? I'm like, why are you asking me that?
Nothing to do with that.
And they're like, because I've never seen you with a black girl. I'm like, but the last time I checked, it takes two to tango. It's not just up to me. Do you know what I mean? And apparently, black girls don't like come up to guys. Like, it's
no, it's not even that.
What is it then?
Most of these black girls think black guys are not interested in them.
So that makes us not interested in them because they think that.
No, that's where the insecurity comes from.
Yeah, that's the same. When they're insecure and they're moving like that, like
that's
they're not interested.
Black girls really feel like black guys are not interested in them.
Why?
I don't know.
And do you know why?
No, because I'm married to a black girl.
Exactly. He's married to a black girl, so...
But I'm sure before you even got married to a black girl, there was a lot of black girls themselves who thought you wasn't even interested in black girls.
No, actually...
No, he only likes chocolate.
He's always like chocolate, man. It's like, that melanin.
No, always about the melanin. For me, it's just like, I don't get why people just like, okay, and that's where I feel like the insecurity comes from, and that's where the jealousy comes from. Because black girls themselves feel like black guys are not interested. And it's also because you hear a lot of black guys who talk about black girls in a very negative way.
Yeah.
You hear that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talking about, they got attitude.
But they know they do.
They got attitude. They always talk a lot. Blah blah blah. You know, they always want to be dominant. You know, they don't want to listen to you and this and this.
But that's when the ear comes into it, boy. By force and me.
For me, it just depends on what kind of guy you are. For me, it depends on what kind of guy you are.
Exactly. If you're one of them was your girl sister, you go, yes, madam.
Not even that. Not even that. It depends on if you are a guy that can communicate but still show respect. Most of these black females, when they feel like you're trying to order them to do something, is when they kind of retaliate in a negative way. But when you're telling them, look, for example, this is what I need from you, and you're just like, is it something that you can do?
Yeah.
Rather than I want you to do it. No. Ask them, is this something you're able to do?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yeah. If you're not, cool. Now I'm left with a decision. Can I stay or can I go? But a lot of black guys are like, I need you to do this. You have to do this. This and this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No compromising.
No, but I feel like sometimes when the two attitudes come in, bruv, you know, when a man's like, yo, like, if on one side I want it done, and then you got girls that's stubborn as well, digging the wall, hard-headed, it's a problem, bruv. It's war.
It's war.
It's
like,
war.
Nobody trying to get to war.
That's war.
I ain't down war with nobody. War. Me is always compromise. Let's talk.
Yeah.
But when you get people to...
Nah, but for me, I'm one of them was, don't ever attempt to raise your voice in my face.
No, if you raise your voice at me, the conversation's over.
What?
Conversation's over.
See, me, I don't fight in it. I've never fought in my life. But boy, hey, stand in front of me and try to raise your voice.
No, me, conversation's over.
What?
Conversation's over.
You'll be talking to a wall.
That's what I told you.
I'm moving.
That's what I said to you. The conversation is over. Me on the phone? No, me on the phone, bro. Raise
your voice.
Raise your voice. You be talking to your phone. You were talking to your phone.
Well, because
nobody on the other side.
Your name was Musa. Nothing. I'm gone.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah,
That's why I tell you it always comes down to respect.
Respect is important.
You know what I mean?
Like if I'm not swearing on the phone, I'm talking to you out of respect, and my voice is not raising. Who do you think you are to be raising your voice? To me.
And I'm not gonna raise my voice at you. I'm gonna talk to you in a respectful way. That's why I said it comes down to communication. A lot of these guys don't know how to communicate.
It's true.
Which is why when you raise your voice, hey, that's why I tell African girls they know if you raise your voice, I'm gonna raise my voice too.
Yeah.
That's how they operate. But if you talk calmly and they raise your voice, then you have a reason to say to them, don't shout, because I'm not shouting.
It's true.
But if you raise your voice, they're gonna raise their voice louder, and then there's gonna be a competition of who can shout the loudest.
Bring down the house.
And at the end of the day, you're not even having a talk conversation anymore.
No, it's just shouting.
Now it's just shouting competition.
Yeah. I ain't got that energy though.
So a lot of guys, it also depends on how they talk to these black girls too. Because all these black girls have seen it at home.
True. With their parents. Yeah, that's another big part of it as well. How your upbringing, right? I think upbringing is also very important when it comes to the whole gossip. And yeah, it's true. Now we're going deeper, guys. Now we're going deeper.
No, but it's true. A lot of these black girls have seen it.
Yeah. So they're
dad
like
raising the voice and the mom ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, and they're like, that's not happening to me.
That's not happening to me.
My man can't talk to me like that, and I'm just gonna stand there. It's true. Now you're
going
deeper.
That's where it comes from, bro.
Oh, now he's going deeper, Aliu.
Now we're getting somewhere.
That's where it comes from, bro. That's why a lot of these guys, bro, you gotta think.
Yeah.
You shout, they shout. Because they've said to my mom did this with my dad, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not having that.
I'm not having it.
Nah, you raise your voice, you touch me, boom, it's
Especially
over.
where we're coming into a world where women are now like much more independent.
And they want equality.
Much more equality. That's what I'm saying. That's why everything...
Right. My guy smiled though. When we said equality, he was like, good luck. That's what I saw in his face. His face was like, good luck.
No, but that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there will never be equality between men and women.
Never.
Get that in your head.
Because
that's why there's men and women. Not just...
But the thing is that, I mean...
Not just men.
In terms of equality, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we are like equal in some
aspects. Yeah.
In some aspects.
Of course.
In some form of a way.
Yeah.
And there are actually like certain things that a man can do that a female can do.
Yeah.
And likewise,
yeah,
there are certain things a female can do that a man can do.
Yeah.
And that being said, I mean, like you mentioned yourself, there will never be equality, as in equality between a man and a woman.
I was going to change what I was going to say.
Like a good example is
I said one thing to him the other day. I was like, women can reproduce, we cannot slut.
Not only that,
it's over.
Like a good like example is that if a country, right?
Yeah.
Goes to war.
Yeah. Who do they send? Simple. Slut. I don't even say more. Who do they send?
If a country goes to war, who do they send? Like the males or the females?
I mean, are you waiting for an answer?
Where is the equality there?
I mean, where do you need to answer?
Exactly. I mean, there won't be.
But this is where the equality comes apart, because it's like we're equal when it comes to responsibility,
like job and
like
stuff like
women
that.
have their responsibilities, men have their responsibilities. Yeah. They might not be the same responsibilities because it can't be the same responsibilities.
You can.
But the same responsibility you have, the same responsibility we have. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we have the responsibility to go to war. You have the responsibility
to stay at home and protect.
Not even just stay at home, but when they're injured, who comes in
exactly
to help you recover?
Yeah.
That's the women's. That's where the balance comes in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't just flip the script and say, okay, women, you go to war, and when you come, we help you recover.
It's not gonna happen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't. In that sense, that's where the equality. It can't be equal. The world will never be equal in the sense of, but it can be balanced, which is the word that people need to start. You need to chase balance, not chase equality. Chase balance.
Yeah.
This is the same thing with replacing race with culture. Same thing replacing equality with balance.
Well, even balance.
That's why I say if that's no balance.
Even balance. Ali, why are you laughing? But even balance would be a problem. But this life, there's no such thing as fair. There's no such thing as a balance. There's no such thing as peace. These are all made up words that don't mean nothing, bruv. I'm telling you.
No, because there's no such thing as like normal.
There's no such thing. And balance. Explain to me what's balance. What's balance?
Well, balance differentiates between relationships. You have to find what is your balance in your relationship.
Even then,
you always have to. No, balance is.
I don't think there's balance. I think that's moon. Where you suck it. Hey, balance. Right. That's balance. No, that's moon.
No, that's part of it. That's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of it.
That's imbalance. No. Me, what I'm mooning and what you are mooning is not the same, my friend.
No, but that's compromising, isn't it?
Yeah,
in a relationship, Musa is Musa in a relationship. Musa in relationships, you have to compromise.
Of course, you have to compromise, but it's not balanced though. It's never balanced. The compromise, because you might compromise way more than her. It's never balanced, bruv. Never. There's no way you're compromising the equal same amount. It's not happening. It's not.
Well, then that's where a problem in a relationship happens, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're never going to compromise the same amount.
But that's because you might not have the same things to compromise for.
True. But then where's the balance though? That's my question. Where's the balance though?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You can't have balance in everything.
That's why I say the balance, peace, all these words don't mean nothing.
You can't have the balance in everything. But you like I said, there's certain things that you can be peace at, but you can't be peace in everything. You know what I'm saying? You can find the balance. You can find the peace. But the balance for me is, when it comes to balance, it's just finding what works in your relationship. That's where find the balance in your relationship. Your balance in your relationship could be out of balance. That could be the, you know what I mean? Are you really understanding what I'm saying? Like, for example, let's say this. Okay. Let's say this. Let's say this for Ali, for example.
Yeah.
In his relationship, if he's married, it could be like he goes to work, he drops the kids to school, he does this, da. And the wife's only requirement that he needs, clean and cook.
Yeah, take care of my
house. Now that is out of balance, but it's the balance that works for their relationship. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, balance is just a word.
Okay.
But this could be the balance in your relationship.
Yeah. Which is imbalanced.
Which is imbalanced.
Yeah, very imbalanced.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Now you just have to find what works in your relationship. You just have to find the balance, but it can never be equal.
No, it's never gonna be equal.
The balance is always gonna be imbalanced.
The balance of imbalance.
No, it's literally what it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't make sense, but it makes exactly. You know, because obviously, what could be peace to you might not mean peace to me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't work for everybody.
Me, I'm looking like a shadow in this video. You best adjust the brightness. So.
Me, I will try my best.
Try your best there. See if you can save me. Hey! If you cannot save me, we'll just keep it like this.
If anything, then we just gonna be sound, innit?
Huh?
It is what it is.
No, just put Donald Trump's face on top of my one. Maybe that would help.
No, shit. But what I'm trying to say is that that is what it is in relationships, man. Well, that's why equality is difficult, man. Because it can never be equal. It could be balanced. Yeah. The balance can be imbalanced.
No, but I want to go back to the thing where you were talking about
what
family and like seeing the parents with the whole gossip thing.
No, but it's true.
I want to go back there.
Let's put it this way. Let's talk about our own situation, yeah?
Okay.
Now that we've seen a lot.
Yeah, of course, I've seen a lot in my life.
For our parents' marriage. We've seen a lot.
Not just parents, family, cousins, all that.
No, but let's talk about just directly our parents. Yeah. We've seen a lot in our parents' marriage.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. That has shaped us into how we treat women.
Most definitely.
The way I treat women is from what I've seen.
Of course.
And always comes down to the relationship we had with our mum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she told us things that maybe it's like most parents will not communicate that to their kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like the communication is what she said to us kind of made us seem like, okay, now we've seen the other side of it. Yeah. Now we know how it affects women.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people might not have that conversation, which is why they might see, like, for example, you see your dad shout, your mum stays quiet.
Yeah.
But your mum doesn't express to their kids how that shouting has affected her.
Okay, yeah.
Now there, all you see as a kid is that, oh shit, if I raise my voice, she's gonna stay quiet.
Interesting, yeah.
Now that a son is gonna grow up to shout out every girl, expecting them to be quiet.
Be quiet, yeah.
Because that's what my mom did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for us, it was kind of, we saw our dad shout, our mum not stay quiet, and then express it to us.
Why?
It's like, as a man, there's a way of talking to a wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that communication of what she did to us is why we see both sides of situations.
Yeah.
This is why we're good at saying things like, when we talk, we don't talk one-sided.
No.
We talk about both sides. Men can be wrong as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the problem in the African culture, bro.
Yeah.
Parents don't talk to their kids.
They don't actually.
They don't talk to their kids.
Nah. They'll talk to their friends about their kids.
They'll talk to their friends about their kids.
They talk to their friends about their kids, but they won't talk to their kids about them.
To their kids.
Nah.
They don't talk
if you did bad in school, hey, your whole family knows it. Your friends in the neighborhood know it, but you don't know it.
Like
for example,
like for example, if your kid was, if your child was to come on to you with bad results, and you just scream and shout, and then you talk to your kid, to your friends about, oh, if he doesn't fix up, this is what's gonna happen, blah blah. But why haven't you said that to your child? Why are you just shouting at your child? Why don't you tell him, if you do your fix up, this is what's gonna happen?
Yeah, you know
what I'm saying?
Explain it to him why results are important and whatnot.
But instead of you just shouting, go to your room, beating, blah blah blah. You know what? Then
But that all stems out from their parents as well, isn't it? Like it's just rolling down from parent to parent to parent.
And that is another thing that is wrong with the African culture.
Yeah.
They do not grow with time.
True.
You know what? You know why African people are so contradicting to themselves?
Why?
Because they feel like age is knowledge. They feel age is knowledge, yeah? But as time goes on, they don't get smarter.
True.
How does that make sense?
See, I don't think age makes you knowledge. I think sometimes age you can be wise. Wise is a different word.
It depends.
It depends on who it is.
It depends on what you've experienced.
Yeah, experience. I think with being wise comes with experience. You have to be experienced to be wise.
Yes.
You have to go through some shit.
I could be 100 and still be stupid as shit and not understand anything.
Because you haven't gone through nothing. You ain't got education. You know what I mean? You probably don't married, have no kids.
You ain't gone through nothing.
Yeah. But I think in order to be wise, you need to go through some shit.
You have to go through life.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people told, like, a lot of people have heard from a lot of people tell me, you are older than you actually are. It's because we've experienced a lot at such a young age.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people coming to me and say, you're too wise for your age. But
it's because we've experienced a lot. We've seen a lot.
You know?
Now,
I like what you said there about people not, like, time is going, but we're not, the culture. The stage, it's still old fashioned.
It's still old.
It's still old fashioned. You know what I mean? The culture is not going with time. You know what I mean? It's not, and it should. But that's the thing. I think our generation are going to be the ones that are going to change it. I'm not going to lie to you.
No,
I really do believe our generation, the younger ones as well, Salu and Nimla, we're going to be the ones that are going to change it.
No, we are going to.
It's not even our parents. It's us. You know what I mean? I feel like us, the ones that are like in their 30s, 20s, Alu. I think we're the ones that are going to make a difference.
Because for me, I feel like also...
What do you think?
Totally agree.
Yeah, it's us that have to make the change, man.
Because, I mean... Just the way that I raise my kids. I mean, it is the total opposite. From the upbringing that I've had. I mean, one good example is that, for real, I know that both my parents would love me to death. And nothing... to doubt about that, but I've never heard my mom or my dad say I love you. You see? And
that is a big problem.
For African parents it is.
Yeah, for African parents to say I love you.
It is a big problem.
And imagine when you're an African kid, and you hear your parents say I love you, it's like a shock.
Yeah, when my dad says to me, I love you.
When I hear it on the phone, sometimes I'm just like, wait.
When he says I love you, son,
I
pause. I'm just like,
wait. I need to say it back, but I pause. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here?
That's how you know something wrong. That's how you know something wrong.
That's a problem.
Like,
you know, when you're hearing I love you, son, I'm like, whoa. And it shouldn't be like that.
Nah.
No. It should be like a normal thing.
It should be a normal thing.
So, I mean...
Yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah.
In that sense of fashion, I'm trying to actually embrace like some qualities of the Western cultures.
Culture, of course. Some qualities.
Some
I like the way you said that. Some
qualities.
Not all. Some.
Some qualities.
Yes.
Because on that path, they're doing a much better job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why, like, I think that, like, our generation will be the ones, like, who will change the whole way of thinking in the African community.
Yeah.
Especially the ones who have been, like, brought up abroad.
Abroad, yeah, it's true. It's true.
Because, I mean, we have seen the world.
That's it.
And we have seen different cultures.
Of course. You know?
We're more, like, exposed to, like, bring in, like, information which we can put into use that will benefit our community and our people too.
Yeah. You know?
Which is why I told you, like, right now, people need to just stop talking about race. Culture.
Yeah. Culture.
Culture is the only way racism is going to disappear.
Yeah.
Through culture, bro.
Culture.
Because you know what the other thing that is bad about Africans, why we will always be enslaved in a certain way.
Why?
We don't want to embrace any other culture. And as soon as they see you embracing another culture, all of a sudden you don't belong to their culture no more.
Yeah,
now
like,
you're a traitor.
You're white.
Now you're a traitor. All of a sudden now you're white. Exactly. What does that have to do with me and my race? What does that have to do with me being black?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. But like Ali said, taking some is the smart way to go about it. Like obviously, like he also told me before that he wants to take his children back to Africa. Yeah. And I feel like that's a good idea.
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's necessary.
No, it is, because you know why I said this in my interview.
Your interview, yeah.
I was like, a lot of people right now who are class themselves as African.
Yeah.
If I tell you, okay, tell me what Africa is like, and you've never been there. How sad is it knowing that you're calling yourself African, but you can only talk about Africa through somebody else's perspective?
Yeah, it's rough.
That is rough, man. That is very rough, because I know so many people who have never been back to their home country. So all you're seeing Africa through the internet. You're seeing Africa through other people's mouths. You're not able to experience it yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know, and it's funny because for me, it's like when it comes to culture, this is the beautiful about culture. Any race can be from any culture. You can have a white person and they be African.
Yeah.
Because you know why?
Born, raised,
because they can be born, raised,
and everything.
You know the language. You know how many times? Like I said, I always go back to the experience when I was in Stockholm. And me and Jibu, my cousin Jibu, we was in a line getting ready to go into a club, and we were saying something in Wolof. Yeah, and then behind us was this, I don't know, she looked like Arab kind of type.
Okay.
Kind of girl. And she said something in Wolof to both of us.
And you both looked at each other.
We stared at each other. We was like, what is going on here? No. And I'm talking clean.
Yeah.
She spoke Wolof better than me and him.
Wow.
And we was like, to her, how do you know how to speak Wolof so good? And she was like to me, I was married to a Gambian for years. Lived in Gambia for years. And that's to me like she is African. Nobody can tell me she's not Gambian, bro. Are you crazy?
Oh, remember that time we were playing pool and those two Arab guys in Gambia?
And they were talking Wolof to us clean.
Clean, bro, pure.
They are Gambian. You can't tell me different.
But they were talking.
The only difference between me and them is they're brown and black.
That's it.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
But they are Gambian.
Yeah. It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, it's like race. Erase that.
Yeah, erase that. Yeah.
You should not call race. Call it erase. Remove it. Remove that word from your dictionary. Race is just the color. It's just the surface. If you can't see past my race, that's my color. Yeah.
You're small-minded.
You're small-minded.
Small-minded.
There's no point in me having a conversation with you.
I ain't gonna talk to you. What am I gonna talk to you about?
Yes, I'm black. Thank you. That's why when I say yes, I am black. Now we know your eyes work.
That's the most important thing about your brain.
Well, what about your brain?
Let us examine that part.
Yeah.
Now, just because we're black, you know that's why it's funny, because you know when me working in Foot Locker and working in JD and all these kind of things, it's like how so many black people come into the store and all of a sudden feel like they're entitled to something.
Really?
All of a sudden, I should give you a discount. Why? Because we're the same color.
Wow.
That's the world we live in.
No, but that's also a bad thing.
It's a very bad thing.
Because this is the thing. If that was in Africa, they'll probably give them a discount. But they don't know they're affecting their business. Whereas here, in this Western world, business is business. There's no such thing as race. There's no such thing as that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the stuff we're going to take to our homeland.
No,
some people might not like it and be like, oh, nah, man, you guys shouldn't be like that. You guys are the same color. You should be giving each other this. That's how we're never going to get ahead.
But that's why
we're never going to get ahead, Ali.
But this is where you see what the problem is.
Yeah.
When you go to Gambia, if you go to the market, you have to go with somebody who's lived there. Or else they're just going to give you tourist prices. And for me, it's like, why don't you do a certain price and give it to everybody?
Everybody. Stick to your price.
Because you live there. Oh, okay, I can even get it cheaper.
Why? Business is business.
This is why Africa will never grow.
That's what I'm saying. But we're gonna change that. Because Merv, I want to build a library in Gambian. I already said it. People need to educate. Books. They need to read.
No, Musa, that's why this quote will never disappear.
Read, Ali.
This is why this quote will never disappear.
What?
There's a quote that goes like this: if you want to keep something away from black people, put it in a book.
That's true.
We don't read, bruv.
True.
It's a problem.
This is why racial war exists, because that's why when it comes to education, they always try to make us less educated.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And like in America, when a kid was out in school, especially a black guy, they'll be like, oh, he's got ADHD or something like that. When it's not even that, bruv. When it's not even that, it's probably something going on at home or something like that, you know? That's distracting them. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, boom, it's ADHD, something else, and they go to another special class or, you know what I mean? That dumbness. Some dumbness like that. But bruv, we're going to change. I'm telling you, our generation are going to be the one to change it.
No,
you know what I mean? Because a lot of us now, we're all talking about going home, you know, building a future in our homeland and everything like that. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people want to go there and build stuff. Schools, you know what I mean?
No, but
libraries.
But that also starts like
businesses.
That also starts with the African parents when it comes to how you raise your kids. Yeah, with us, our mum was very into what we did in school.
Yeah,
she wanted to know.
That's it.
What you learning? What's your grades? What's this and this and this?
Yeah.
If you ask my dad what I learned in uni or college or whatever, he will not be able to tell you anything. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Can you imagine you as a dad not knowing what your child is learning in school? Just imagine it.
Just imagine it. It's rough. That's a difficult situation.
How can you tell me to become a doctor if you don't even know what my grades are? How can you tell me to become a lawyer if you don't even know what my grades are? How does it make sense? You can't tell me what to become if you don't want to be part of the journey.
Yeah,
it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So then when I graduate and you're telling me, oh, so now you can go to university, become a doctor, blah, blah, blah. But you don't even know that I failed half of my classes.
It's true. That's why sometimes you gotta have that one parent, right? That one that's just on you. It's important.
But it's just so weird when you think about how African parents are. It really doesn't make sense to me.
It needs to change, man. It needs to
There's
change.
a lot of things that are so wrong.
It needs to change.
That's why when I tell you our culture is not grown.
It's not grown, but it also goes, all of this goes back to like gossip, man. The talk, you know? Because you have some people that like, okay, let's say some Africans that literally come just out of Africa, come to Europe. When their family members call them, what's the first thing they do? Ali, what's the first thing they do? Hey, you don't money, boy. Hey, this is here. This is what's happening. But I'm making money. All that false hope.
Yep.
You know, and obviously us that live here, which I always say this needs to stop. The sending of the money, bruv. All the time. You have someone else living in your nice jukey mansion, bruv. Taking care of your house while you're here in a little hole. Where's the right? How's that right? You're telling me that person, if you go to them, go get a job, they're going to go do it. Please, get out of here, boy. They're chilling there. You're sending them money every month. They're living. And does that, how they're going to, they're not like, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to get a job. Why would I do that, Ali?
This is why I said.
Why would I do that?
This is why I said when it comes to marriage.
What
it doesn't make no sense.
This is why it's stupid when a lot of guys, when they go back home to find somebody to marry. Because what you don't understand is, when you marry somebody who comes from Africa, raised and that, when you marry that person, you are marrying their family.
You're marrying the aunt, the cousin.
The cousin.
No, Musa, you are
dad,
marrying
uncle, everybody.
Everybody lives in a compound is part of your marriage. Because if you send money for food, everybody has to eat.
That's it. Everybody has to eat. But as I said, in Africa, there's literally, it happens. You have a full compound, not one person there working, not one. And this is why I say, Senegalese people hustle harder than Gambians.
Of course. That's why if you look at Senegal, look at Gambia, but you can't compare.
You can't compare.
You can't compare, bro. You can't compare that.
You can't compare it, bruv.
You cannot compare it, bro. And it's a shame because they used to be one.
It's a problem.
They used to be one country.
But you know where Senegal is the smart part. When Senegal, when the people are here, when they would like send money to like someone else, yeah, they'll probably start a business or something, and they'll be like, okay, you go work, and I pay you salary. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas us, we're too nice, but I'm not gonna lie, Gambians are too nice when it comes to that kind of family stuff. They're like, oh, they're my family, oh, it's my uncle, you know, I need to take care. It's like, bruv, nah. He's got eyes, he's got hands, he's got feet, and he's a man. Come on.
It's true.
Aliu.
True.
We should be ashamed. I'm not gonna lie, people that live out there, we should be ashamed to be like, okay, yeah, this person's taking care of me. When there's nothing wrong with me.
And then as soon as you stop, or as soon as you one day say, you know what, I can't send it to you.
Hell break loose.
Musa, everything, and all of a sudden you are a bad son, you are a bad daughter. You have no respect for your family. No, Musa, we have seen it. Musa,
Ali said all hell breaks loose.
No, Musa, me and you are seeing this first hand.
Of course. It happens.
No, it's happening.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
You could do. Think about it. You could do everything for your family, and one day, all of a sudden, you say, "I can't do it."
What? Ali said, "All hell breaks loose." I'm dead.
What? Nah.
It's a problem. It's true.
No, that's the and then they don't.
It does happen, man.
No, it's because they don't understand the theory of "don't bite the hand that feeds you."
Yeah.
They don't understand that theory, bro. No. They don't understand it.
No. What? They'll be like, what are you talking? What does that mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, though? Don't you always have salary coming in every month? Don't I have my own life? Don't I have my own responsibilities?
Yeah.
Don't I have my own family to take care of?
What I mean? What? Even if you had a newborn child, they don't care? What? Oh my God. Please. You call them, yeah, I just had a child. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. Next week. You know how this Monday. That's what you'll forget the child.
No, man.
So, but like I said, we will change that. It's not going to be the same.
Africa is.
It's not going to be the same.
It's a shame, bro.
It's not going to be the same.
And I'm not even saying Africa in general. I'm just saying Gambia in general because like, Gambia has not grown. Everywhere around Africa, the countries around Africa are growing, bro.
I don't agree with that.
Senegal is growing. Ghana is growing. Niger is growing.
Everyone's
growing.
Gambia
it's just stuck.
It's not growing, man.
Like I said, we're lazy,
and we're
and obviously the people here are feeding the laziness in Europe. We're feeding it to them. You know,
and we know what we.
And like I told you,
they love to. They're the best at finding excuses.
Whoa.
Oh, I can't do this because I have pain in my back. I have this, that. Or they say the country is bad because of the president.
No, you know what I mean? Oh, there's no jobs. There's no this. But there's work.
We're great at finding excuses. Why can't you do this? Smug now be smug type of blah blah blah.
It's not good, man. It's not good. And what's the thing I said to you, Aliu? Before? We lack patience. We don't have that mentality.
But that doesn't exist.
But the patience doesn't exist in Gambia.
That doesn't exist.
There's no patience.
That doesn't exist.
That was the.
That's why when they open a business, I want money today.
That doesn't exist.
No, but that's the thing I was speaking to him about. That's another thing why I say Senegal's ahead of us.
That doesn't exist.
Because Senegal think long term. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at what Akon's saying. He's gonna build a city and whatnot, yeah. And he's saying years. If that was Gambia, say one of our celebrities came and said, "I want to build this," they'll be like, "Be mom next month, and then go gis." That's what they say. But next month we'll see it.
That's why being a president in the Gambia must be difficult.
Of hella difficult. That's
because they think in your first year you are going to save the whole country. They don't think long term. They think now, oh yeah, we have a new president, everything's changing today.
Are they mad?
It takes time.
It takes time.
Negotiations.
Really and truly. If you okay, let's think about Obama was in the president for how many years? He was 8. Let's be honest. What did he really do in America?
It took time, bro. He might make small
changes. But he couldn't make drastic changes. You know what I'm saying, Aliu? And if that's Obama, America's supposed to be the land of free.
And who is Adam Barrow?
Thank you very much.
Who's sleeping in meetings? I mean, just that part. I mean,
just that alone.
Like, he ain't doing shit.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Don't need patience.
They need patience.
But we don't have it. We don't have patience at all. That's another topic for another day.
No. And you see that with how many people create businesses. This is the thing about Gambian families. Yeah. This is what I tell you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. They don't understand that. You create a business, leave one of them in charge, and they'll be stealing from you, who are trying to help them. Don't you know when you steal from me, you're stealing from yourself?
True.
Because I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. And if money doesn't come in, how
am I going to pay you? Which is what you don't this is what I don't understand about Gambia, bro. They don't understand don't feed the hands that feed you. I just took you from being unemployed, made you employed, gave you your own business so you can feed your family. Now you are stealing from me. Now I have no choice but to remove you from that situation. Now you are not. Now you compromise your whole family. Now your family's not eating.
No, but that again, it takes us back to what Musa said, that we will be the one doing the change. Because there was actually like a friend of mine who was like feeding the family like 24/7, and all of a sudden, this dude, he came up with a brilliant idea. So, like his cousin, like who was in charge of the compound, he wanted like to start a business. So he'd be like, all right, I know my guy living in the West, then I might as well like ask him like to buy me a taxi. And he did that, but like you told him that you can drive the vehicle like 5 years, and like the money you make a day, take some part of it and feed the family, and another part of it you put it as an investment in the bank.
Okay.
So, but there's a catch though.
Okay, there's a catch.
If you do that every day, like for 5 years, in 5 years' time, like the taxi is yours.
Taxi is yours?
It's yours.
Not even that. See? With the money saved in the bank, you probably be able to buy another 5-6 taxis.
Again, you need to change the mindset.
Yeah. It's true.
You see? Because now he know that, okay, you know what? I can go around and like mess around with this here investment. Then I've lost my investment. Exactly.
Yeah. That's
change
smart.
The mindset and the way of thinking.
A way of thinking. Exactly.
Because if you just give them something
without
any consequences,
but then it doesn't exist anymore.
They'll just take advantage. There has to be a catch.
Then it doesn't exist anymore.
And with the catch, it has to be a good one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It has to be a good catch. You know what I mean? And that will stop. That's smart.
5 years.
In the bank.
5 years.
And 5 years.
Imagine how much you can accomplish like in that 5 years time.
And the more you hustle, the more you make it.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, when you have your own business,
now you've given him motivation.
Because he knows that if I don't like withhold like his property, then I'm losing my property too.
That's
smart. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. I think that's the problem with the older generation. Instead of they just put somebody. Okay, let me give you a job. Blah blah blah. But you have to replace the motivation from being money to them having their own something they call their own.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the problem with Africa is the problem with black people that has been for years. We've been fighting for freedom.
Yeah.
But we've never fought for ownership.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh. We fight for freedom, but we've never fought for ownership. What do we own as a black people? That's why now we're trying so hard to own things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're trying so hard to own things. So it's like, instead of giving him the freedom to, okay, now I'm going to give you financial freedom, but you have to tell them, okay, I'm going to give you something to own.
Yeah, like the taxi is yours.
Because now that's what they're hungry for. That's what Africans are hungry for now.
Yeah.
Now they got freedom.
Yeah. It's like,
now they want to own something.
Yeah.
Which is what we have to do when people that live in Europe, give them something to own.
You know what I mean?
Because the money, their freedom, they already got that. Now give him something to own.
But that's the thing.
That's what we need. That's why a lot of
good with the mindset. I agree.
That's why you need to change
some
the
people
mindset.
here, so because the cousin that you have, he's smart. But you have some people here, they will make a taxi and say, drive the taxi for me, and all the money put it in the bank.
That doesn't help nothing.
All the money put it in the bank, and then that person all of a sudden calls, oh, your taxi got stolen, yada 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 yada, and you're asking yourself, like, why are they trying to snake me?
Wrong? Exactly.
You're not helping them.
No.
You're only thinking about yourself. So that's why that's happening, because you're just like, oh, money, you know, give it to my cousin over there, and the rest of it put it in my bank account, and then that person's looking like, what about me though? And that's when they start thinking, okay, how can I lie? How can I do this? How can I do that?
Let me get something for me.
Yeah, of course.
So I can eventually own something.
That's it.
Exactly.
You know, because at the end of the day, that brother's got a family to feed as well. He's got a family to feed.
Yeah.
You know.
So you have to give them something
sweet at the end of the deal, man.
And now all of a sudden, gossip becomes a benefit.
There you go.
But then still gossip about it.
Of course.
That's why they'll be like, Kida was so hard. He just wants me to help him with his business while he's over there enjoying the money and I'm not getting anything. That's when the gossip starts.
Yeah.
No way, stop. Now they're gonna ruin your name.
Boom. So now we've just gone in a circle.
Now other people, now he's got more motivation to even steal from you even again.
Yeah.
Because people are telling him, yeah, he's this, he's that,
yeah. Oh, well, that was a conversation, boy.
Ownership, bro.
That was a long conversation.
Ownership. We need to try owning things.
Yeah.
Which is what problem we don't have. It's not even in Africa. It's just black people in general. Instead of owning things, we want to show off and say, "Yeah, look how much money I have." But what do you own? A Gucci belt.
And all that Gucci belt is got from loan.
Got from loan.
All it does is hold up your pants.
And like you don't even own that.
You don't even own that.
It's borrowed.
It's borrowed. Oh my god.
We need to start owning things.
Yeah, man. Owning things is very important, man.
Owning things. We need to start owning things.
You know?
That should be the next topic, actually.
That's it. Yeah, we'll talk about next time.
Like how we're gonna own things.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good conversation. That was a deep one.
Yeah, we're talking about a lot of things.
A lot of things. But we also ended up backing with the number one, gossip. But yeah, see what happens when we're talking. You know?
No, man, in African culture, man, there's a lot that needs to be changed.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that.
It starts with parenting.
Definitely.
As they say, it starts in the house, isn't it? It starts at home.
At the top of the food chain. Parenting.
Starts at home.
And then we take it down from there. But yeah, it's been real. It's your boy, Musala's Fitness _. You want to say your app?
Your boy. Ali, cool. _.
Make sure to subscribe.
No, man. It's been a pleasure, DALU.
Yeah, we're sorry that it was just a black screen. But hopefully you enjoyed our voices.
You know what I mean? It's been a pleasure, man.
It's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for watching. We out.
Be easy.
Peace.